Today, we're having a look at a trifecta of stories from the subreddits of entitled people and entitled parents. The first story is an absolute doozy. Let's dive in. Entitled sister-in-law wants custody of my baby. What a way to start a story. Wow. Not usually something you would expect your sister-in-law to do, try to kidnap your baby. Background. Me, 36 female, sister-in-law, 40 female. I've been married to her brother for over 10 years and there's always been some jealousy and resentment from her. That's already an amazing start right there. It's not the best relationship to have from the get-go to be jealous for 10 years, I must say. She's always felt like I had the life she wanted, not necessarily with her brother, but the marriage, family, job, stability, etc. I have 3 kids, 10 female, 8 male, 3 months female. Interesting, okay, so a bit jealousy with the lifestyle, I kind of understand, but I mean, not good to have, but, you know, it's tough when you see someone succeeding and you're maybe struggling a bit. It's all good. Everybody feels that way to some extent. She got married last year and they decided to start trying for a baby, but she was unfortunately told that she can't have children naturally. She was understandably devastated and the family comforted her as best as we could. We recently had a family dinner and in the middle of it she says, Angel698, that's the OP, I think it's really unfair that you got to have 3 kids and I can't have any. Your baby is my last chance to raise a child, so I think you should give her to me during the week so I can create a motherly bond with her and you can have her on the weekends? Wow, what a bombshell to drop on your family member. Yes, can I kidnap your child for a week? Well, not even for a week. Basically, can I just kidnap your child and basically can I make that child my child and you see them on weekends? Yeah, that's a crazy one. That's a bit of a wild statement to say if you ask me, if you ask anybody really. Before I could respond, the entire table erupted with everyone talking at once, so I took the older kids upstairs. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Get them away from this disaster class of dinner. When I got back to the dining room, her husband was asking what the hell is wrong with her and why would she even think to ask that. I'm glad the husband here has some common sense at least. I'm glad he is sort of asking the questions that we all should be asking. Are you okay? What is wrong? She was trying to justify herself when I asked him to leave. I also said that she's no longer welcomed at my house or around my children until she gets help. She started screaming that I don't deserve my life or my children and that I stole her baby from her. Man. Yeah, I feel bad for this one. Not only for the original poster here, but for the sister-in-law. Mainly because this is a lot to unpack in a short Reddit story here. I think there's a lot of background, a lot of unknowns that we can't really justify, right? I mean, with any of these stories, it's so hard to condense 10 years of a relationship into, 3 or 4 paragraphs? So I feel bad for both of them. I think the person who is unfortunately feeling jealous and who really wants a baby, that's hard. That's hard on a parent or a person who wants to be a parent. I'm not a parent, but I can try to sympathize with this person. I still think it's absolutely inexcusable to ask OP, can I have your baby? Yeah, that's a bit extreme, but yeah, let's read on here what else the updates are. Her husband and mother-in-law kept apologizing and dragged her out of the house, still crying and screaming. Now my kids want to know why their aunt wants to take the baby. Edit. I've been reading the comments, but it's too many to reply to, so here are a few points. We have a security system and cameras already installed and no one has keys to our house. I will not be able to get a restraining order as this one incident isn't enough to justify it. My husband and I spoke to the older kids about it the same night and will be having another talk with them to reinforce that sister-in-law is not a safe person anymore. Man, I feel bad for the older kids now. I don't know what the relationship was like with the older kids and their aunt, but I mean, you know, if it was a good relationship and they actually enjoyed having her around, that's a tough call to make as a parent, to say, hey, like, we won't be seeing your aunt anymore because she's, yeah, a little bit crazy. I shouldn't say crazy, but, you know, she's got problems. And yeah, that's tough. Our country does not have the right to bear arms, and I also have no interest in getting a gun. That's kind of funny she had to clarify that, but whatever. I'll be informing the school and daycare of the issue and giving them her photo. For those questioning the validity of the post, I completely understand. If I had heard about this last week, I wouldn't believe it either, but it's unfortunately the situation I'm currently dealing with. Oh man, I wish the best for both of them. And I hope the sister-in-law, you know, realizes what she said was completely left field and completely inappropriate, and don't try to say don't try to kidnap the kid or whatever, or try to take care of the kid, but I think she's just gotta, you know, work out her own problems. And for OP and, you know, her family, I hope, you know, they find a bit of closure and hopefully maybe try to reestablish a relationship with sister-in-law in the future. But yeah, right now, 100% like, get away, keep all the kids away. My goodness. What a banger of a first story. Next story. My manager put me on a shift without telling me. Damn, this sounds like a story from Anti-Work, which was last week's episode. Not last week. Not last week. I think I posted like yesterday or something. But last episode, we went through Anti-Work. This looks like a story right out of that. And I am very much intrigued listening to bad bosses. I got woken up this morning by a call from my coworker telling me that I was meant to be in work 45 minutes ago. So essentially my manager is brain dead and didn't ask me if I was available or not and just put me on a shift because she felt like it. That's a tough one. That's a bit of a bummer. I only work Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a reason. I specifically told them when I started, but no, they just decided to schedule me in for some random Monday without asking beforehand. So I had to get out of bed, ready in like 5 minutes, and get someone to leave me there, which is a 25-minute drive, so I was like 1.5 hours late, all because of my manager. Granted, I probably should have checked the schedule, but I assume I'm on every Friday to Sunday at the time, so I kind of stopped checking. If so, it's maybe 5% my fault. But what kind of bad person, can't say that word, doesn't even check if someone can work a day they have never normally worked? Like, I have 4 managers and I don't even know who my boss is, but not even one of them asked. Yeah, this is a tough call, especially if you've already told your manager, I guess the 4 managers, you can't work those days. Yeah, very unfair to you, I must say. Very unfair to the OP to just be given a last-minute shift. Edit. Another reason I was caught off guard was because they actually did ask me if I could work a Monday before, but they asked the night before and I said no. So I just assumed if they ever needed me during the week, they would at least ask first, but apparently not. Yep, that's a big one. Yep. If you have told management that you can't work a specific day, they should at least ask you if you can, hey man, like we're kind of short-staffed. Can you maybe, you know, can you work this day? I know it's not your usual availability, but can you work this day? Yeah, the fact that they've asked him before if they can work on a Monday or a day he's usually off, and then this time they just put him on a shift. That's a tough one. Wow, that is pretty brutal. Third story. I witnessed entitled mother getting destroyed. I saw this today and I can't stop laughing. I was traveling in my city metro. It wasn't that much crowded at the time, but all the seats were occupied. Still, you could freely stand without being humped by a stranger. There was this kid sitting in the reserved seats, the ones for people with handicaps, pregnant women, and old people. Definitely not for moms of two-year-olds. He was probably 14 or 15, I don't know. He's the hero of the story here. Then at one stop, our entitled mother comes in. She has this cute little child who is trying to keep up with his mom's pace. EM, entitled mother, instantly sees our hero sitting at the reserved seat and just stares at him. I guess this was her way to make people automatically give their seats or something. The kid didn't move though. This probably irked EM a lot, I guess, because she moved towards the kid with heavy steps. Yeah. So far, she seems to be in the right, but I know for a fact there'll be a twist in the story because why else would it be posted on this subreddit? Yeah. She comes near him, stop, and again does the stare. The kid doesn't budge. Then she starts screaming. Oh, okay, that's a bit excessive. I mean, if someone was sitting in a handicap seat, I wouldn't feel the need. If someone was sitting in the handicap seat when they weren't supposed to, I wouldn't feel the need to scream at them, but okay. If she didn't have the whole compartment's attention earlier, she had it now. She starts berating the kid for sitting in a reserved seat and not giving it for someone more deserving, like a mother like herself with a young kid. I don't know what her logic was. The seats aren't reserved for them anyways. Yeah, okay, so the seats weren't even reserved for, I guess, mothers of young kids. They were truly just meant for handicapped people, pregnant people, old people. Okay, sure. She just keeps shouting and screaming and tries to get others' opinion on it. And for a while, people were on her side. Well, that's kind of brutal. Okay. Then the kid out of nowhere rolls right side of his jeans up and detaches the artificial leg and keeps it in front of the entitled mother. Yep, that's a rough one. The look on her face was priceless. It looked like she was mortified and embarrassed at the same time. She just backed away silently and just got off on the next stop. I don't think that was her stop. Yeah. That is embarrassing. This is why you can't make assumptions in public, right? It's, I've seen interesting videos online of people with disability tags in disability slots, and other people have come up to them and said, oh, you can't park here. This is, you're not disabled. And then the guy pulls up a disability thing and says, well, I am actually disabled. And then the person who tries to antagonize them goes, well, you don't look disabled. Not all disabilities are visible. You can't make these brash assumptions on if someone has a disability or not. And this is a clear example of one. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Anyway, that was it. That was our trifecta of three... God, I can't speak today. That was our trifecta of 3 stories here. Yeah, greatly, just nice, simple stories, a nice, easy read for today's video. If you liked this video, drop a like down below, smash that subscribe button, and thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you for viewing this video. This is my 3rd video on this channel, and for those who are new here, the community I want to build is just a laid-back commentary community. I guess it's more reaction with like what I do so far in the past 3 videos, but I really enjoy watching commentary videos or commentary channels. I thought, hey, why not make my own channel where we just react to fun stuff, we look at funny memes, just have a good time, honestly, just have a good time. This is a good mental break for me. I work from home online, so I enjoy, being able to just express myself in a different way. And that's in front of the camera, in front of you guys, reading funny stories, looking at funny memes. So thank you so much. Comment down below what else you want me to react to. I'm game for anything. But yeah, if you like this kind of content and you want to just chill out with me and chill out with this community, subscribe. Thank you very much.